Okay, over here. Let's see here. Let's talk to you, sir. We're used to living freely in Southgate, so the Abbey is really chafe. But if you think about it another way, it's a good chance to mend bad habits. Right, like how we can't just dive in the sea naked? Now we have to warm up and put on our swimsuits. That's what they're talking about, like first thing? Okay, whatever. Oh, true. All these little things. I really like this whole entire place here. I really hope that George Exodus follows a certain set that I'm thinking of, where the person that like you're talking to, like they get more and more grotesque as time goes on, like bad things happen to them. Like I'm really hoping for that, because just like it'd be great to see it. Just see this guy break down and just like turn into this horrible person, from like smooth babu person to just like this, just like a absolutely grotesque, like has like most of their face off and like no arm or something. Oh, be fantastic.
The people of Southgand originally worshipped Amanoch, the Empyrean of Water. The lives of the people of the Southern Isles are inherently tied to the sea. Whether it was gratitude for a good catch or an appeal for protection, everyone offered their prayers to Amanoch.
But the Abbey worships
Velvet
a
is a
Nominant,
sister
don't they?
or another
Do the people
crew
still
member?
keep their
No,
faith?
Velvet has
Most
had
of the people obey the will of the
had a
gods.
younger brother,
But one small village
but
deep in Southgand
things
is a
happen,
special
and she
case.
no longer has
The
a younger
village
brother,
is called Haria,
and uses
even
Laphicet
now they
as a
keep
sort
their
of brother
faith in
replacement.
Amanoch. They've even quarreled with the Abbey. I'm grateful that they fight off the demons. I really am. But do they have to dictate which gods we worship too?
They think they do. It's their truth. Then again, they can't control what's in your heart, can they?
Nope. Martin, Imogen, both offer their blessings to humanity. I want to pray to both to give them my thanks, but the Abbey's all like brr, 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 brr. Lady Teresa's exorcists are paramount here from Hellsway. She was sent here as a sort of punishment, but she put the town in order with a firm, daft hand. We're sorry to see her go, but she recommended Lord Oscar as her replacement, so we should be fine. I do not trust that Teresa girl, like one bit, like with anybody. She seems the kind of person that just would be a sexual predator in like the worst way possible. A groomer! There you go, that's what I was thinking of. She feels like a groomer. I'm gonna grab these delicious cat souls. Why is this not open? It's just weird to me. Is it because of... Oh, that's probably because we have to see the scene right there. Yeah, as Roar is saying, Tales of is a really great game. I love it. I don't think you should start out Tales of series with this game, though. I feel like this particular game would spoil you if you played this one first. Because this one plays so much different compared to the other games, and it just feels like you wouldn't be able to go back and appreciate the older ones in comparison. I don't think they're inherently all bad or anything, because like Tales of Zillia, I still like its story, and I still like Tales of Berseria and all that. But it's just this one, just ooh, it's a lot more, you know. Berseria beaches through the gate. Used to be a paradise for Pengons and visitors alike. Now it's a place where demons stalk visitors and send them to paradise. You plan on passing through, tread carefully. I never heard of the game before. Lost really plays all kinds of games. I seem to only play mainstream. I wouldn't even say that, honestly. I know what games you play, Noob Game Girl, and just, I don't think so. I don't think you play mainstream games. I don't think you play, like, super niche games like I do sometimes. But I don't think Tales of is a niche series at all. It's niche here in the US, I guess. The ocean's been receding bit by bit for 10 years. And currents don't have the pool they used to. Okay. It's almost like nature's power is dwindling. I don't like it one bit. Do you think it could be a monk's curse on us? Mayhaps it could be the curse. Mayhaps? Where's the star thing? Did we reach the star thing already or no? Penguins! They're all right here. They're just chillaxing. What up, Pangs? How are you? How you doing today? They're just having a good time, aren't they? I'm happy for them. I should play. Oh, I'm not gonna play Trails. I'm absolutely not gonna play Trails. Rar. I literally gave my games to somebody because of what I found out about it. Just, it's not gonna happen. Like, I just slammed the brake on it so fast with that, just because I would just not for it. I don't like the thing that they did. This is the first time I played through. Oh, I felt like Trails is though. Oh, Trails is a niche game though. I will give you that much. It definitely is niche. But there's plenty of people that have played Trails. Trails of Steel, Trails of Sky, technically too, I guess. All that such and such. But I don't ever plan to play Trails. Never, never, never. That's the dude we have to talk to, so we're not going to talk to him. Instead, shop time. We're looking for a lady called Grimoirh. Does that name ring any bells? Huh, I don't know her, but let's face it, your pickup line needs some work. You're gonna have to work harder than that if you want to catch my attention. Well, at least I found a woman of some taste. Because they picked you, Eisen? Sure, whatever. You know, Cactar liked Abyss. Watch another stream about a game called Astral Chain. It looks fun, yeah. Alejandro playing it is pretty fun. I would definitely suggest to look into them if you ever can. They usually stream around your time though, so that's why I haven't really mentioned it before, but they're really cool too. I like Alejandro. I just haven't really been looking at his game because I actually do plan to play Astral Chain at some point. So I've just been kind of like lurking so he gets the free. Did you hear about Heron Village? There's a real nasty demon over there. Even the Esches aren't able to handle it. Weren't they the ones who disobeyed the Abbey and kept worshipping their old gods? Sounds like they got what was coming to them. What? The old gods are great, though. We got Poseidon, who had made a trans man a superhero. But then he also did a rape, so that's bad. Then there's Zeus, who has a son. And... Oh dear. You know what? No, screw the old gods. Fuck them all. Except for Hades. Hades is cool. We just worship Hades in this household. Domestic Pingu has a docile flavor compared to a wild Pingu. Wild Pingu has a lot of personality. It's rowdy and all the way down. Sure, whatever. Could that be the way? That be the case? Alright, let's go to the star person. What does he have to say to us? Hello, sir. Have you heard of Grimoirh?
Hey, this doll? It looks like Bienfu.
Ah, a keen eye you have, young man. That is a doll of the Empyrean Aminoch.
That's... Empyrean Aminoch?
Yep, no doubt about it. I've seen her with my own eyes. Real dignified, but not without a bit of a temper.
You saw her? Why was she angry?
Well, the Abbeys banned any profession of the Aminochian faith in Southgand, despite her popularity. Gotta assume that's what got her all bent out of shape. I tried talking to her, but no matter what I said, she was just like...
You almost called yourself Nyx? Rar? You just trying to show people that you're trans,
Wait,
then?
that sounds like...
Just
and
off the
that
bat?
low energy goddess you saw.
Or
The
is that how
doll
you
you got
say it,
here
Nyx?
looks like her.
Nyx?
Yeah, more or less.
This is hell
Fortune
trans name.
smiles upon thee, weary adventurers. That listless goddess is none other than Grim.
Grimoire isn't human?
When did I ever say she was? So, shopkeep, where'd you see her?
I think it was down by McClear Beach.
Pensively watching the tide come in? That's her, all right. Quickly, to the beach!
Why didn't you mention Grimoirh as a Malak before now?
You can't be too careful with that information. Spies, listening everywhere.
I saw the great emoch on at Berseria Beach. Look just like this figurine. If you see emoch around, just say I'm a huge personal friend. All right? Oh heck yeah, dude. Is she hot? Like, 'cause like I'll worship her. I would. Oh dang it! There's like something over here. Why? 5,000 years away. It's like in between this or something. Oh, it's like up here and here. Where you is? Come on. Where are you? Oh, it's under there? Why is it under there? Under where? It's like next. Okay, that's what I kind of figured. Good. I'm glad I got the pronunciation right. I'm not very good at it. You plan to be a fisherman when you're older, do you? Nope, I'm gonna captain my own ship. Don't be daft, every fisherman is a captain. Even if his ship is a bit small. I mean, that's true, but he shouldn't say it. Oh, this dude's like hiding. Like, look at that. He's hiding McGee.
What does it mean to become an adult?
The eternal question of youth.
Have you ever heard of the ceremony of adulthood? It's a yearly tradition on this island.
Oh,
If I
dang.
remember right, it's totally wild. Everyone throws bananas and porridges at each other.
Traditionally, yes, but things have changed over the years. Bananas and porridges are a thing of the past. People are always reaching for bigger and better things, right? In this case, it's watermelons. Whole watermelons.
You're throwing watermelons?
Ugh.
That's gotta hurt.
Trust
Legitimately.
me, I know. But watermelons are the least of our worries. Recently, people have started flinging coconuts.
Coconuts? Those things are as hard as rocks.
Trust me, I know. Like getting hit with a brick. Now, every year, there are some kids who never make it to adulthood.
You don't mean they...
Yeah, I've kept putting it off myself, but it looks like this year I've got no choice but to participate. That's crazy. It's far too dangerous. And more importantly, how does it make someone an adult?
There are ancient traditions that say overcoming danger marks a child's coming of age. Some people still cling to the old ways.
You've hit the nail on the head. There are lots of old folks that sit around complaining how weak us darn kids are. The hypocrites. Back then, they used bananas and watermelons. They even cracked the watermelons ahead of time.
I don't think cracking a coconut would help much either.
So that's why you're standing about looking blue.
I'm so ashamed of myself for being scared.
If you don't want to do the ceremony, why not just skip it?
I'd love to, but I don't really have a choice. I wouldn't be able to show my face around here if I chickened out.
Having the courage to say no to something you don't feel is right. Isn't that the true mark of an adult?
True mark of a rebel, I'd say. But, you know.
Now I can finally become an adult! Oh, yeah! Look how grown up I am!
And getting carried away with yourself and acting the fool is the true mark of immaturity.
Thanks,
Sorry. You're right.
Idiot. Becoming an adult is too much hard work. You got it, dude. I'm genuinely shocked that this dude was just like hiding in his raptors or whatever. So I have a little interesting quiz for y'all. What do you think came first? The word orange or orange the fruit? The answer will not surprise you. Let's see. Oh, yes, it's open. Good. So we do go this way. Velvet has a velvet voice. Oh, true that. Got it, baby. Saving, baby. For what is supposed to be effectively an Eleanor stream, we have done very little Eleanoring.
Beautiful waters. So this is Muckler Beach.
I hope she's actually here.
Ah! Monster pack! Pengu. Okay, battle tutorial. Break soul aerial strike. Hold R2 with 3 or more souls while standing by, or during a combo to activate. Eleanor launches her target high into the air, creating an opportunity for a combo. Break souls cannot be guarded against, so this ability also functions as a guard break. Okay, that's pretty easy.
ready for this.
Pretty simple. So far, I think I like Eleanor. Like the way that she does things. She reminds me a lot of Jude. Which I'm all for. I think I have. Yeah. Cool. So I found out a really cool thing to do with the arts here. Oh god dang. Going all up about it. I've been trying to show people. Can I still? No, I cannot. I have to wait. Oh, never mind.
Stop fooling around.
Whole thing's done.
But I'm serious about my fooling around.
Martial arts, spear attacks, primarily thrusting. Primarily thrusting. Okay. Malak arts, spear-fired elemental attacks. While Eleanor's martial arts are effective at close range, and her Malak arts cover medium range, she has trouble attacking enemies from a distance. A number of martial arts can also absorb HP. You got it. She definitely feels like a Jude type. And I love playing as Jude in Tales of Berseria. Twas the best. That's what I was saying with my arts and whatnot. This is how I usually do it. I think this actually works out pretty well because when you have these all together, it just kind of works in the sense that, like, okay, in order to do like another like a Malak art or whatever the heck, I just need to make sure to press X every time I do it instead of like having to go all the way. And having a combo interrupted or something. It worked out pretty well for me. Ah, you both know it was from fruit, bastards. I just think that's so wild that orange came from, orange legitimately came from a fruit. Like, that's just weird to me. Weird ass weird. That's just the way it works, huh? The octopus. God, for some reason I cannot go there. There we go. Okay, that seems to be part of a thing. Notable. Get it? Come on. No? Alright, whatever. I feel like I haven't used one of the break souls because I feel like I used them all, but I guess not?
I had no problems here.
Like the trophy didn't unlock or nothing. Alright, whatever. Well, there's a trophy for break soul, so I guess there may be something else to it or something? I don't know. I like Jude. What do you mean you like Jude?
Guess it's time to
What about Breaking Con? Oh, like the way that he controlled in his combat and whatnot? I guess so. I didn't actually really make a rule when it came to Tales of Berseria, I think, where I just like did like a stream with a different character. With a different character in the stream, which I'm really sad about, and like is one of the things I'm kind of looking forward to. I think I did it in Tales of Berseria too, but I don't remember honestly. really do not remember. But god dang, Velvet still controls like the best. Like legitimately, she's ridiculously amazing in this game. She breaks the game entirely. Like legitimately, in order to make this game harder, you would just have to play as a different character. Agreed on Velvet. Oh yeah, legit.
Did you see my complete and utter victory? Did you?
You did like one super move. Calm down. Liking these little beach corals and everything. It's real nice. 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 Thank you. This is a nice little, like, calm place. I don't know what it is about, like, beach, like, aesthetic, but I've always loved it. It seems to calm me down almost immediately. Regardless of everything. Maybe it's because I played Donkey Kong Country when I was younger? I don't know. Ain't that a weird bit? God, Donkey Kong Country had such good ambience and music. We barely had enough for that one. Laughing Glasses, okay. There's still another kitty cat one that we don't quite have yet, unfortunately. But it's on town, so it shouldn't be too hard to get later on down the road. You love Donkey Kong Country 2? I'm glad to hear that. Donkey Kong Country 2 was the bee's knees.
Here I come.
I'm surprised we never talked about that. Did we? I don't remember. Yum. Dang, look at all those chains, though. Look at all them chains, though. Oh, do we have poison on it? Has Eleanor got poison in her process? So far, I'm really liking that Eleanor has like this one like really weird like combo where it's like she just spins around on her spirit. It's pretty cool. Oh, we gained a level. How much is she up now? 7. All right, cool. I believe she needs to get to 20 in order to get trophies, so that's good.
This grimoire who we're searching for is a Malak like Bienfu, right? To be honest, I don't see how someone so different can be a Malak just the same as Laphicet or Eisen.
I understand your doubts. It's quite the tangly mess.
I'll tell you anything!
In that case, I've been wondering, what's underneath your hat?
Yeah, I want to see too.
Anything but that!
Is he like a
So,
kitty cat?
we've hit a wall already.
But that ribbon flaps around and gets in the way, right? Could I take it off for you?
No! That's not possible! You mustn't remove the ribbon!
Why not?
That's another thing I can't say!
It's all cans with you. Alright, is there anything you can tell me?
I could talk about what type of Malakim we are, or our position in the world of Malakim, or our abilities.
Oh, I'd like to know all that.
Then I will tell you. Listen closely. We Norman are a well-established race of Malakim. Compared to other Malakim, we aren't as adept at manipulating natural forces, but we excel at drawing out and heightening the abilities of others.
Think of them as a convenient power-up.
They're also known as common spirits.
Don't even say that! We Norman hate being called that.
Why is it so painful for you?
Because it makes people think we're average and unremarkable. That's why we work so hard to show how we're all different.
That does explain your quirky speaking mannerisms.
Don't sweat it. That's a perfectly common thing to worry about.
Oof. Oh, poor Bien.
Don't say that!
Bienfu just keeps crying. Don't make Bienfu cry.
Alright.
Little chippy thing.
Show them how.
Hurry up and just complete everything. Stupid thing. Still. I'm glad you like the beach stuff, even though you literally like everything else too, are. My goodness, pick a side. Oh, whatever. Up, 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 up. Show me what's up, 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 up. Oh, I like this. I really love nook and cranny places like this. Like, not even just in RPGs, as a general, like, thing. If someone were to show me this in, like, a video game or something like... Well, not a video game. In real life, I think I would love it, too. I love nifty little small, like, places and whatnot that are just like, yeah, this is my secret place where I go. Like, whoa. That's so cool. It's a nice little off-beaten path and just, it's just romantic in that way. Like, not even, like, romantic in, like, the, like, hey, I'm gonna woo a girl type of sense. Just romantic in the adventure sense of it all. And that made me happy. Well, blam. I love just jumping off cliffs like that. What? Is there a thing? Oh, take that, baby. Most definitely. This too? Oh, so she ain't here. Oh, because it would be a star if she were here. Do not like those things. They look ugly. Oh my god, it teleports. No, thank you. It's over here. Nothing? Fine. Let's go to where green thing is. Fine, I'll attack you.
Right then, let's finish this.
For some reason, it definitely feels like Eleanor can't combo as much as Judith can. It's so weird. Because, like, in Tales of Vesperia, it just legitimately feels like Judith's the only one that actually combos. Like, nobody else feels good in comparison. But here, it's just like, Eleanor feels kind of stiff for some reason. I just don't get why it feels that way. It's a weird thing.
That's the end for you! What an easy victory. I am invincible!
Okay. What's over here? Tell me what's here. Tell me something that's not quite clear. Pingu!
What are those penguins doing?
Probably keeping their eggs warm.
They're making out.
Most likely. They look like a mama and a papa.
They could be a
Penguins are
papa and a papa.
monogamous, faithful creatures. They never leave their mate. Isn't that romantic?
Look at Eleanor.
So they lay eggs because they're like husband and wife. But how do they make the eggs?
Oh dear.
That's... well...
So, Laffy said, here's an interesting fact. A single penguin egg actually contains dozens of smaller orange eggs.
Oh, so their eggs must be small and crunchy.
Yep. They have the texture of caviar and the rich flavor of sea urchins.
Interesting. So they're more like fish than birds.
So you've eaten them. How cruel. Look how much they care about their young.
While it may be a bit cruel, they taste amazing. They're considered a delicacy in some circles. Top a bowl of rice with these crunchy eggs and some rich penguin thigh meat, and you get a dish called family fricassee.
Oh my god!
A horrific name.
Yeah!
I wasn't the one who
Eleanor,
named
like
it,
for
okay?
real, what the
Those eggs
hell?
look tasty, but I think I'll pass.
Oh my god, Eleanor! I call this family genocide. Like, you can't just like do that.
Don't get careless.
You're like, yeah, you know, whatever. A little patch of chives goes down smooth. Glass of water. My goodness gracious. Like, I like Eleanor, but like, it's very obvious that she's not exactly good. She's not a people person, as it were. Oh, that was great, fantastic. Just what I wanted. Oh, please. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a long stream, ain't it? Eleanor is just like so close to like being. I can't quite. Drop down, baby.
Well, that about does it.
Alright. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. If that is a drop, where you don't stop, then the bang bang boogie. Oh no, it's part of the mastered stuff. Master Squad Ho. But we did attack that. There's something over there. What is that? A little cat orb? Oh god. Oh, sounded a little nasty. This is one of the reasons why I would never want to go to a beach. Is because like all the wildlife, in all honesty. I know they don't have things like that, but like the ocean's scary. It just is. I don't understand the general appeal to the ocean itself. Like, even then I went to Hawaii and whatnot, I went to like the ocean like one time, and like while it was kind of fun and whatnot, just, I don't agree with it. I just don't. The ocean's so super scary. I'm not even talking about sharks. Like, sharks are the least of my problem, in all honesty. But like, I'm just thinking of like barracudas and whatnot, just randomly attacking eels, jellyfish. That there's just so much out there in the world that can just kill you in the ocean specifically. Why? Why did you? Don't. Bad. Oh well, dangerous encounter it is then. How good it is. Oh, that was cool. I like the little thing. As long as I don't like mess up my pixels, I should be fine with Eleanor. But she felt pretty hard. Otherwise. It seems triangle is the best like way to like rank up combo stuff. Yeah, that works out best. This is. That's the one. Dang it, Eleanor. Just like. Ooh, someone has that one thing. I remember seeing that all the time in Tales of Gilead. Because there's this one little girl that like has it and just, oh, it's fantastic. Oh, Joey said sharing is caring. Like 5 times in a row was the best. We good? Oh dang! Yep, dire foe time, baby. Like that was super scary. Generally speaking, I'm kind of surprised with dire foes like being pretty easy to summon. but at the same time, like, oh my god. Yeah, they're very scary. Oh god! Oh dear lord! It got me good. Oh great. Oh no, this is bad. What? I just died again? Why did I just die again?
This time I won't fail. I can.
Okay. So, life bottle.
Heal the
Will we
wound.
be
I
done?
can't feel the pain.
It's like we definitely need to get it.
Heal the pain. No escape.
Okay.
Pierce.
We got to like the 1/4 point, but like I don't know if we can like get it all the way. Yes, there we go. Come on. Get it together. Get it together. Come on, Ross. See the weather. Yes. Good, we barely got that going. We're like at the edge of that one for sure. Okay, we're at the halfway point. That usually means that we can actually kill it. Please, I'm going to go away. No! Okay. Please. Ah! God dang it. Oh god. Oh, yes, please. Shooting star! Get it. We're so close to breaking this. Oh, we gotta get the dire foe. We could search for it. That was one more of those. Ow! He just ate Eleanor. Just legitimately just ate her. Oh my god, dude. I like how Eleanor's the one that dies the most in this. Oh, well, never mind. I died again. It should be fine, but like still, like it's oh dear. Yeah. It wants anger. It demands sacrifice.
Rise, arise, ascending, angel.
I believe I'm holding the right thing, am I? No, I did not. Please go away.
Come on, put up some fight.
Ooh, that was scary.
Okay?
That was very, very scary. Oh, we need to get like more things, don't we? Ooh, resistant shoes. A men's shoes specialized in providing resistance to arts. Feather light steps. Ooh, okay. Cool. Increase drop rate by 1% when carrying less than 100 pieces of equipment on harder mode or higher. Huh. Okay. Alright. That worked out for us, but that means if we got that dire foe, that means that we are generally good here. We do not need to fight any more enemies. Aside from that, like the red one. How do I drop down? There we go. A lot of things I have to keep track of in this game. Yeah, it's very micromanagey. But like in the good way.
Grimoirh?
Oh. It's a little kitty cat.
She's moving away.
Ah, great. Did you leave me alone, Mr. Lizard? I don't need these mess.
A dragon?
No, just a big lizard demon.
Is he friends with Dial?
Now, rise.
Okay, I think it's this and then left. L2 left. No, that one didn't do it. But we may not also have it. Yeah, no one had it on that. I really don't remember which one is the one, but I think it's L2. Ah, it's so far away. Why did you do this to me? I wasted a spirit. Wasted a soul thing. Oh, God. God dang it. Oh, we just got done with the dire foe too. That's what gets me. Stop backing into me. You have it at the attack. It just literally just be charged at us, and that's what it does. Come on, go away, dude. Go away. No one likes you. Ah, great. Ah, great. Ah, great. It just keeps doing that over and over again. It's ridiculous. We got our soul back. That's good. And this. Okay, we got to halfway point pretty simply. He's breaking me though. Oh my god.
It turned red.
The...
Oh, he's shy.
More like it's angry. Let's not enrage it any further.
It's building up strength. Be careful. Deception.
Oh god. No, thank you. God, I hate that it backs up and it actually deals a lot of damage. Like, what the hell, dude? How you see that? Oh, I just died. Why did I just die? Because I was poisoned? Is everyone just straight up poisoned up in this business? Oh, yes, please, I'll take it. I'll take health.
Hope this works. Ready to feel the burn?
Go away, dude. Like, for real. You're being a jerkwad about all this. Like, just hit and die. Oh, God. No.
Let's go.
Oh. Please, sir, stop running away. Yeah, that poison's bad. It's like so close to being dead and it just won't. Whatever. Just get heals.
Let's go.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god! I'm so close to dying. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, that's right. I cannot heal. Ah! God dang it, dude. Oh, man. We lost all our life bottles. We just lost them all, didn't we? Oh, this thing just will not stop. Fall away. Come on. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
It was a close one, but I am the victor.
We just like got so close to dying on that. Grants a random skill that creates an advantage against anamorphous autopods. Okay, all those things. A normal and above.
So she's the same sort of Malak as Bienfu?
You're Grimoirh, right? We've been looking for you. We need your help. Who are you?
Yeah, that's
I'm
exactly
Velvet. I know you're
how
witch
Moggy
friend.
Lou described her.
Grim, so wonderful to see you.
It's been forever!
Ah, you two. Still as outlandish a pair as ever, I see.
How exactly do you know her?
Witch training? She was an upperclassman.
And?
We found this fascinating ancient tome, and we were hoping you could read it for us.
Goodness, Magilu. You, of all people, joining a team? I didn't know you had it in you.
That
So
gave
she's
me
Moggy
entertained.
Senpai, eh?
Well, I don't need entertainment.
Bien! Come on, Grim! Isn't there any way you can help us?
It's not the kind of thing I do.
Oh, what a shame. Things happen. Well, we tried, didn't we?
Maybe you need some incentivizing. Do it. I'm serious.
Oh my god.
I bet you are. Your eyes tell me you're dangerous. Trouble follows you like a hawk tails a rabbit. And at my age, trouble is something I'd rather avoid.
How old are you?
Ask me again and you'll get a firework in the tush.
I love her.
My apologies.
It appears we've wasted our time.
A walk on the beach is never wasted, but sorry.
Well, how did you learn to read the ancient tongue? Are there books for studying it or something?
My, are you actually thinking of learning it on your own?
Well, I love reading, and I want to learn more about history. Besides, we need what's in this book.
You have passion, child, I'll give you that.
Not to mention you want to be helpful to Velvet, don't you, kid?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My tuition isn't cheap, you know.
You will teach me?
No, I won't. But I admire your dedication enough to read it for you. Now where's this book?
God, she's
Here it is,
exactly
ma'am.
cute and mature. It's just the weirdest thing.
You needn't be so formal.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Not ma'am. Right.
Let's see what we're looking at here. The language of ancient Averost. Had to be the hard one, of course. A lot of wear and tear, too. This'll take some time. We're in a hurry.
Velvet, seriously.
That may well be, but this isn't the place for study. Let's move to someplace more comfortable.
You've redeemed yourself, young man. There's a village called Haria just a little ways away.
That works. Thank you.
Fine. Haria Village. Whatever gets the job done.